Before you cut your first board, know these 7 essentials. Welcome back to episode 4 of this series, where I'm diving deep into what I've learned about milling my own lumber over the past few months. First, let me tell you about the chainsaw I use. I quickly realized you need power. Like serious power. If your chainsaw isn't strong enough, it will overheat and stall on you. For me, the Husqvarna 592 XP worked great, almost 7.6 horsepower. It just keeps going, even on tough hardwoods like oak or ash. Or you can use the Steyr MS 881. Next, the guide bar length. I found that a longer bar, around 90 centimeters, is necessary if you're cutting big logs, but it's heavier and harder to balance, so you need to get used to handling it carefully. Then there's the chain. Don't use your regular crosscut chain. I sharpen mine at a 10-degree angle instead of the usual 25 or 30 degrees. It makes the cutting smoother because you're slicing with the grain, not across it. And when I got a ripping chain designed for that, it made an even bigger difference. Unlike regular cutting, don't tighten the chain too much here. It should be a bit looser to reduce friction and avoid overheating when cutting boards. Stabilizing the log was something I learned the hard way. If the log isn't solid and won't stop rolling, your cuts won't be clean, and honestly, it's dangerous. I use wedges to keep everything tight, especially on uneven ground. I also tried raising the log off the ground since people warned me I'd hurt my back, but honestly, I felt more uncomfortable that way and didn't have as much control over the chainsaw as I do when working close to the ground. So it's a personal preference. I use low supports and work on my knees. Plus, lifting the log onto a raised platform can be a challenge. Without a tractor, it would have been nearly impossible sometimes. One thing I didn't think much about at first is understanding the wood itself. The hardwood, the dense, darker center, is what you really want for beams and posts. It's tougher to cut, but worth the effort. Also, long cuts make the chain and bar heat up pretty fast. So I usually take a break every 3 to 4 boards, depending on the wood, to let the machine cool down a bit. I also avoid really long sections. Honestly, the longer the cut, the harder it is to stay precise. For me, keeping it around 2.5 meters max works best. Finally, safety gear is non-negotiable. I always wear protective glasses, gloves, chainsaw pants, and hearing protection. You'll want to be prepared because milling takes time and focus. That's a quick overview from my experience. Getting these basics right saved me time, gear, and a lot of frustration. Stay tuned. In the next episode, I'll share the most surprising thing I didn't expect to discover from milling my own boards.